As I look at creation, the skies, the origin of the universe, the workings of the human body, and the petals of a flower, there are many reasons for me to believe in intelligent design, in a loving creator. But in my walk of faith, one of the most powerful reasons to believe are those moments when God intercepts my path, my thinking, my behavior, my attitude in a way that is distinctly not me. I'll give you an example. Several years ago, as we were preparing for bed, my wife and I were getting ready to host a couples retreat, which we've done for many years. I unfortunately brought up an issue that was very triggering for her, and because of her fatigue and what all was going on in terms of stress, she reacted badly and I reacted worse. It was a terrible evening, and as we lay there in bed, she became so upset that she left the room to go sleep on the couch. This was highly unusual for her, and I felt terrible. As I lay there in bed, beating up on myself for having been so foolish, I was berating myself. That was so stupid. What were you thinking? You're such an idiot. Suddenly, a still small voice that I recognized to be the voice of God intercepted my thought life and said to me, "You don't have to do that." My response? Do what? Be an idiot? No, the voice came back. You don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to feel like an idiot. To which I responded, so what? I make a mess and you're going to clean it up? To which I felt God graciously respond, I could do that for you. This was so surprising to me because I've always been the kind of person who feels terribly responsible when things go badly. I want to fix it and make it better. And my usual MO would have been to get out of bed and go try to patch things up with my wife and fall on my sword, say I was sorry, and try to make it right. But in that moment, the voice of God gave me the ability to trust Him in a fresh way, to not feel like I had to control or manipulate my wife's emotions. And strangely enough, I was able to fall asleep and let go of my distress. It was a crazy change in my way of being in relationship with my wife. So cool that the next morning as I awoke, she came in from the other room, crawled into bed next to me, snuggled up, and apologized for how she had responded. I was amazed. How could this possibly happen when I had done nothing to make it right? God showed me in that moment that I was taking responsibility for trying to be God for my wife, to try to make it all better, to keep her happy, to make sure that I timed my interactions with her perfectly so as not to trigger or upset her. In this moment and so many others that have occurred over the years of my walk with Jesus, I've seen how the challenge to me is to get myself out of the way and listen for the still small voice of God, to yield to the Holy Spirit's counsel, comfort, and direction. For me, it's all about trusting God to be God, to be able to surrender my way and try a new way. Watch for those moments when God is trying to intercept your path and set you on a different trajectory, a different direction that will lead you to fresh possibilities, new perspectives, and profound peace. He loves us so much, and He wants to intervene in a way that allows us to see with new eyes, to feel with a new heart, and respond with fresh courage, compassion, and strength.